Loading.
Hey, it's Kim here. Hopefully the stream is working. YouTube's a bit funny for me sometimes. Welcome to... Hopefully my microphone is on. It is. It's alright. Great Games Done Slow 2 for Checkpoint Organisation. I'm taking part this year and I did some streaming last night. I was playing Age of Empires. I'm doing that again today. Last time we won. My plan was to stream over the course of the week, although Great Games Done Slow has been extended to 2 weeks, but I planned for 4 streams and I was hoping to work through all of them. And yeah, we won. So we're starting again today. So thank you for coming and thank you to everyone who donated last night. As you can see, when I swapped to the screen, as you can see, we actually blew through my goal, which is absolutely incredible. And yeah, thank you so much to everyone who donated. And I guess we'll get started in the game. So we're going to do a random map again, but I had a great little tip yesterday that I can set my victory condition to, oh wait, I've got conquest, time limit or score. We were hoping to be able to set it to be able to just be the wonder, but I don't think that's actually in there because conquest is obviously not what I want because we're playing as all friends. Time limit or score. So I guess we're going to continue with a standard victory and hopefully we won't all find the artifacts because that is what happened yesterday. I'm going to set us to coastal. Yesterday we played on islands, so we're going to start there and maybe I'll take away a few characters and maybe we'll find less stuff. So if anyone is there in chat, say hi. I'd love to say hi to you. I hope you're having a nice chill Sunday and I've got to pick who we're going to be today. Do we feel like any particular empire? If anyone's there. Talia is in chat. Hello. If you can see on screen, who would you like to be? What empire would you like to be today? We're being Greek. Okay. Do you have any choice, any feeling about who's also going to be on our team? Or Egyptian? Alright, our buds are going to be the Egyptians then. We're being Greek and Egyptian and we're playing as friends. So basically, because we're all on the same team, we should... Oh, I forgot to set us as nomads. We're starting with 3 people today. We're already allies. So we don't have to worry too much about them instantly attacking us. And we're going to sort of go and explore and see what we can find. But as with yesterday, I am trying to focus on mindfulness for these streams. And to do that, I'm sort of aiming, hopefully without getting too distracted, to follow everyone's movements, not get too caught up in what you'd actually do if you're playing competitively in a real-time strategy game. And then we'll get some people on some tasks so that we can get to, you know, advancing our age and getting towards a wonder, but we're definitely not aiming to finish a wonder today. Just sort of play for a bit, and then I'm going to go out to Pokemon Go Community Day because that's a really fun thing that I like. So I guess the first task I'm assigning myself is sort of mapping, potentially, if we're on an island, not get eaten by an alligator. We'll see if we can sneak past him. Yesterday, we got attacked by a lion and died. It was very sad. You're nostalgic? Oh, me too. This is honestly... I don't know. I don't think Age of Empires gets old. I don't care if it's got bugs. I know it's probably got tons of bugs, but it's so much fun. I love it. And it's always been just one of those, I don't think they could have made it better kind of games for me. Obligatory, please make fun of their vocalizations. I always thought they were saying almost every time we click. So when he talks, when I tell him his next direction, I always thought they're like, almost. Almost. Like, we're almost there because you clicked somewhere else. We almost got to having a temple last night, which means we would have been able to hear the priests. So maybe we'll aim for that again so we can have fun with that. But what I'm seeing here is we've got a lot of trees, so we'll be able to get started on our wood cutting after we map out what we're doing. But I think definitely we spoke a lot about mindfulness and how that, my understanding of it anyway, is really taking notice of each sort of small part in what you're doing at the moment. So we're walking around, so in the game it's like, you know, he's actually got a decent animation for something that's 22 years old. Good for him. There's shading on his wrap skirt, whatever he's wearing. You can actually see that he lifts his feet, the shadow changes, like small little things, paying attention to that and really taking notice of the moment that you're in. One of the things they say sounds like evil Talia. When can we do that? And slap him. I believe they say something like that too. So I never quite figured out, did they try to do a Simlish kind of thing and create a sound there? I'm not quite sure if they wanted it to sound super close, because obviously they're also representing lots of different ethnicities and languages. And today I have another giveaway, which no one wanted to take the giveaway yesterday. Stop being polite. But I have a giveaway for the game Tiny Bubbles, which is, I think, a game that is really mindful. It's a puzzle game and you match the colours together and it sort of takes you out for a quiet moment for yourself. I find puzzle games quite mindful, the same way I find gosh, I've forgotten where I was going. Gaming, colouring, that sort of thing, very mindful. But Talia's just suggested having a mindful moment watching the fish. Seeing that little loop. You know, taking the time to perhaps count how many splashes we get around in the circle. I personally used to love watching the whales as a kid. Like waiting out there with the fishing boat, because you didn't know, because they weren't so often above the water, you did have to wait and watch and take part in that time of like peaceful sitting and waiting for your fish and then watching it come back. Oh my god, whales? Yes, we'll go out there, we will build a dock and we'll go out and we'll find a whale and we'll do whale watching. Maybe we won't even fish them, we'll just go and watch them like tourists. Oh, we've got some gazelles. I think one of the games that I played a lot for mindfulness reasons in the last year was Dissembler, which is one I found at PAX last year, which is relevant because we're coming up to PAX again this year. And it's just a match 3 kind of game, and it was just really tactile. You had a lot of sort of clicking back and forth when you moved the tiles and things like that, and just sort of taking that small moment to do that was really good for me. It was a game that I returned to over and over just to have a sort of quiet peace of mind. I've also played a lot of I Love Hue, which is, I don't know if it's weirdly specific, and I like it because I'm a graphic designer and I like colour, but it's literally a gradient swatch and you've got all your little squares and they're out of order and you've got to move them back into gradient order, and that again is another mindful game. Let's just watch some more fish out here. We've got big ones, small ones, and the timing in which they jump, because we're taking things slow. Because we've got one jump this way, one jumps this way out, and these two jump together. And it's kind of peaceful watching the same movement over and over again. And that last little drop after they splash is really nice. And just taking little moments to notice things like that is really grounding. Can help bring you back to yourself a little bit if you're feeling that way. Remembering all the times you used to play Age of Empires 3. See, I never had 3, and Sims 2, and mimic everything they say. I think mimicking games is so much fun because it's sort of putting it back in your head, and it means you're connecting with them as well because they talk to you and you talk back a little bit. Hey AJ, welcome to the stream. We're starting again. Unfortunately, we could not set it just to a wonder, so we may just win again today. But we are playing on a different map. We're coastal now. And we're only playing with one other computer. So that hopefully we don't find some artifacts super fast. But how are you doing this morning? I hope you're having a chill Sunday morning. I do and I don't love edge scrolling. We are apparently on the most giant of islands. Last night we asked the question about soundtracks that you really connected with in games. Sort of made your top 3, and we had Trugbutt came back with Final Fantasy VIII, Kingdom Hearts 1, and what was his middle one? I can't remember. But it was really kind of fun because it's like you definitely have soundtracks that you relate to, and even though it's obviously not an original score, but I always loved Tony Hawk's. I had Tony Hawk's 4, and the soundtrack for that is just really nostalgic for me as well. And definitely takes me back to a moment of time. And for me, like hearing this music again in Age of Empires sort of is calming in its familiarity. I love the Pokemon soundtracks. Oh my gosh, yes! And I liked when they added, oh, I can't remember which one it was, where you could actually go and find musicians for them, and so then you added depth to the sound as well. Stardew Valley is also really good. I have them on my iTunes, and I also actually have Hollow Knight. As much as I find that game actually quite stressful, I do find the music really nice, particularly calming. Do we think it's time to update my goal in Tiltify? Absolutely. Did I try? I looked and I could not find how, so I left it. Elephants, do you want to go back and look at them? Let's go have a hangout with the elephants. I remember learning, I think I read a book, because I used to read books a lot as a kid, and elephants actually walk on their tiptoes, which is hopefully true. I hope elephant biology hasn't changed since I was a child, but basically with their giant feet, their bone structure is like this. Hang on, we'll go full screen. Hi, let's talk elephants. So elephants, their bone structure is like this, and they actually have a pad of cushioning in the base of their feet so that they're always walking like this, and they technically walk on tiptoes all the time. So they're like super quiet and sneaky. Imagine them doing Mission Impossible down from the ceiling, and then they get there and they're like... AJ, you can absolutely run me through it, and I don't know how well I'll be able to click around because I don't have the biggest of dual screens, but we can try as I look for Age of Empires to bring it back up. Maybe I can get my guy in the chair to update for me while we do this. I'm like Spider-Man. And I'll also let you guys watch Age of Empires instead of just my face while I play Age of Empires. But I guess speaking of my Tiltify goal, yeah, really thank you to everyone who donated last night. It blew me away. that donations were coming in. And it was really exciting having my animation pop up and everything. Oh gosh, I had a slight moment of panic when I saw them, but remember, we are friends. You know what, Talia? Everyone is allowed welcome in the chats. Was that a sentence? We'll take that as a sentence. You can talk however you feel like. Thanks for posting in Discord, AJ. I'll have a check out of that in a minute and see if I can get it updated. Maybe I'll go to 250. That'll be kind of fun. We have the most large island in the world. Yeah, please welcome to Elephant Facts on my channel. I have so much random information from when I was probably 10 years old and reading way more books. I think you guys are doing a great balancing act in the chat. It is very well done. And I'm really enjoying having an active chat as well. Thank you. But now you need to be helpful. Because AJ did some yelling. I guess a little fun fact from when I was a kid, I always used to pick the large islands map. I'd never really picked any of the other ones. This one's coastal, but the reason why is so that I'd never be on the same island, because I always felt like it bought me a little more time to build a wall and sentry towers before I got invaded. Whereas if you're on the same island, they could just rock up. You know, I just didn't want randoms walking into my town centre. Not having any of that. Oh no, it's a lion. Oh no, it's gonna happen again! Turn and fight! We're gonna lose him! This is what happened yesterday. Oh, we won! Success! We don't need to worry about killing him though. But now let's travel this stake around the world. Maybe the next lion won't attack us if we do this. We've got to be on the lookout for more lions because they're vicious and they will kill us. Okay, more elephant facts. I wish I could have Wikipedia up on another page. 3 species of elephants and 2 of them are African, and then I know there's the Asian elephant as well. I'm fairly sure the Asian elephant is the smaller one. I'm not sure about the African elephants, how that works. I always wondered if they were actually scared of mice as well. Ding 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 on elephant facts. Got my guy in the chair doing my updates. I think we have just one giant island here, everyone. Which is a fun little thing to map. After hopefully we get back and we don't die from another lion attack, we might be able to send out, we'll build some stables and send out the scout on a horse, who is my favourite character in these games. What other animals do we find in this game? We have lions, gazelles, alligators, elephant, fish and whales, I'm fairly sure. We've got seagulls here, and we definitely get eagles as well. Not actually sure if that gets changed in the other ones, because I've never actually played any of them, but this first one. The link until to find these updating as well. YouTube just doesn't play nice with anyone, I swear. They're not easy to use. But we have managed to reach, you know what, we've walked a fair amount of this island, and we're going to be ready to start gathering resources soon. Here are the gazelles. They actually react to you walking nearby, which I always thought was fun. They have some sort of, I guess, proximity code to them. I just, you know, he's close to being correct when he's saying we're almost there, because we're about 2/3 there. Did I ever play Age of Mythology? No, but I wanted it so bad because the trailer, there's a trailer at the start of this disc and it shows Age of Mythology and it's got Anubis and everyone, and I was so obsessed with Egypt and wanted it so bad. Is that one you played, Talia? Ooh, we've hit the edge of the island this way. Interesting. It was so good. Oh, it's so good that you loved it. I definitely feel like these were a good series of games. There's just something about them. Was there story mode in Age of Mythology? You know, this one even has a campaign mode where it gives you a story in text and you play out the campaigns. So I'm guessing maybe they expanded on that. Oh my gosh, there's a lion, be careful. It didn't see us. Everyone can breathe easy. Oh, what's your playtime, AJ? 100 hours! Well done! It's kind of amazing. I try not to think too hard sometimes about the time I give to games, particularly when I was a kid, and I feel like that stems from... Oh, look at all these fish over here! That's a beautiful jump animation. Look at them all when they come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 fish. The Tiltify updated! Yay! Shouts out to my guy in the chair who's shaking his head at me calling him that. So I guess as it says in the stream name, just because Tiltify is updated, I am raising money for Checkpoint. Ooh, some ruins. Ruins? Nice, I didn't expect to find some of those out here. But yeah, raising money for Checkpoint, which is a charity for the support of mental health, particularly in gaming, and by showcasing that games can be helpful and good, not just violent, as the media at the moment is trying to tell us. And they have many different, I guess, avenues and ways that they help. They help support game developers and they help support gamers, and they have things like the Coping Companion deck and the web series, and they provide AFK rooms at conventions, which is personally something I use a lot. Or not a lot, I use it at conventions rather, because at conventions there's a lot of people and sometimes feeling under pressure to get to panels and waiting in line, and the fact that there's so much noise and activity can be a tiny little bit overwhelming. So being able to go to a room and have a bit of quiet and chill out and sort of get myself back into a better headspace makes me more capable to go out and do the things that I like again. Which is, yeah, why we're here, raising money, playing games really slowly, and just highlighting how, you know, mental health is something we should be talking about and striving to help other people with. Oh, I've got a big forest out here. Your playtime on SimCity, 827 hours. Wow. That is amazing. Does the game give you an award for that? Like, that's a pretty dedicated mare. I think you should email Maxis to see if they'll give you a desk plaque. I'd actually even want to know if that's the highest count on it at all. Does anyone know Overwatch? I have not actually played Overwatch at all. I don't tend to play online, but I have heard a fair bit about it. I feel like it's always in the news. Do you have a high playtime on that, AJ? Elephants again. Oh, we found more ruins. I hope we haven't found them all, and then I'm going to set a win streak counting down again. 500 hours on one character. You know what? If that's your guy, why not? I'm guessing does Overwatch have sort of like 10 hit combos? Oh, I've got a donation. Thank you so much, Talia. Thank you so much for contributing. Thank you so much for your support. You've already been here while I talked about Checkpoint, and you've heard me talk about Checkpoint multiple times, and any donation at all is really, really touching. Also, do you want the virtual high five? No one's going for that option, but I can give it to you. Yes, you want a high five? Brilliant. Okay, hang on a second. We're gonna go high. You ready for your high five? I expect you to high five towards your screen when you do this. Are we ready for 3, 2, 1? Hope you have enjoyed that. I'm now like concentrating because I'm trying to bring the game back. There we go, here we are. But if you did not high five your screen, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. And thank you, that little guy's one of my sprites that I made a little while ago, and I thought he seemed appropriate for saying thanks for getting a donation. I feel like that extra camera on SimCity, like having those extra camera modes would be, I don't know, really, really cool for making videos and experiencing things in a different way. And I guess if we're talking about mindfulness, like being able to be closer to the action and that sort of thing can really put you in the zone and the moment. We have nearly finished the island coast. There we go. That's the last little bit and we are back to town, which means it is now time to decide on some actions that we can take. So we've got a giant forest over here and I'm going to set our original explorer to cutting because he's almost dead. So I feel like he should take a bit of a break for himself to look after himself, stay safe, not get attacked by lions. Whilst we send out, we've got some stone over here, so we might head out that way and get started on our resources. We've got some berries as well over here, so we'll get started on some berries and we'll get started on some stone. And we can take some time to sort of watch the animations that we've got here for these guys. Like with the mining, they take the full circle with the pick before swinging down, and we actually have shading and like a light glint and a motion blur as he strikes down overhead. Which is something like if you just set them to task and then run around getting everyone else to task, we don't ever get to see that sort of animation. And the way we've got the berry guy, his basket is empty, but when he goes back, it's definitely full. They spend time animating it going in. We can even see he places actually something inside the basket while he gathers fruit. They actually have a lot of depth to the animation, which is definitely something I haven't taken time to appreciate when you're too busy clicking all over the place to get everyone to task. And taking this time to sort of slow down and actually do it is really nice. So we've got enough for a new character, so we're going to take a minute to watch him get created and take a breath. This is what I was doing last night, is when we were counting things down. This was a time to really be mindful with yourself. I've learned things like 4-4-6 breathing, or just paying attention to perhaps how your feet feel on the floor. Like I have my left foot and I can feel the carpet feel differently as I pay attention to it instead of just existing. The way they carry things, I agree, is really nice. They have a wobble, but they step forward. I've always enjoyed that animation. So we're going to start building some buildings because I think we just need 2 to upgrade to our next age. And I want to be able to build a stable so we can get our scouts to map a bit more of the inland. And I think I need that to step up. I may have to build some bodyguards because we've got lions out there and we know they're dangerous. And perhaps we'll build... Who's got to walk the furthest? A granary or a storage pit? We'll have a look over here and we'll see if there's a better place for us to put some buildings so perhaps people don't have to walk so far. Oh, we live near a forest here as well. Oh, we've got a great drone on that music. Enjoyed that. It was definitely, they've put a lot into animation, which when you think about games back at the time, definitely, like even the shadows as they walk and things like that is something I was also commenting on yesterday because shadows used to just be circles. They definitely didn't have to bother so much with that, and the fact that they spent time doing that is really impressive. I think I might build a granary. Why not? Just out here. So food doesn't have to go so far. Do elephants attack you if you attack them? Absolutely they do. And they're very, very strong. They have a lot of health. And we're also leaving the elephants alone because we love them. I like your clarification that we're talking in-game, not IRL. I've never met an elephant IRL. So I'd hope not. I hope that'd be okay. We need 500 food before we can move up. So I guess we'll set everyone, well not everyone, we'll send a couple people going to get some food so we can move up to our next age. And while we do that, we'll make another guy and we might continue exploring a little bit, see if perhaps we might build a storage pit closer to the trees or maybe a dock, get out there fishing. Thanks AJ so much for coming in at the start. I really appreciate it. I'm not 100% sure how much longer I'll go for everything because I don't want to do too much. If we accidentally win again today, I'll be semi-disappointed. But I might build a dock over here. Let's build a dock over here. And we can go out and explore the ocean like Luffy from One Piece. Thank you so much for all your help as well, AJ. It's been really, really useful as I get used to streaming like this. I'm going to build my dock over here. I always like putting them in tiny little inlets. Oh, and we can hear the ocean calling to us. Everyone working so hard. They're doing such good jobs. Little Foley sounds are really nice. I was just thinking that the hammer was like just off beat with the pick. It worked really well. a fishing boat created, and we're gonna go and see if we can find the whale like we were talking about and do some whale watching. Suggestions in the comments what the fishing boats say when they're created. Because I always thought they said to the name or in the name or to delay. You used to let your villagers rest? That's wonderful. There'd be no complaints to HR about you. Oh my gosh, everyone, we found a whale. Let's stay here and have a watch. This is something I used to spend time doing as a kid. Like, hoping they'd breach and we'd get to see them. Yay? You know what? They maybe are excited about having a boat and being able to go out in the ocean. Maybe the ocean is terrifying if you've never had a boat before. We are inventing things. What a beautiful whale. He's an ocean elephant. Or maybe an elephant is a land whale. Are we just getting like poof moments? Thinking like that? Send our little fishing boat to get started on some work. And we're almost ready to be able to upgrade. We'll make another guy. And I think I might build a storage pit over here just so I've got, I don't know, people a little closer to the, they don't have to travel so far. We care about their feet as they walk. So difference of fishing from the shore and fishing from the sea. I think it's just access. Oh, we don't have enough wood. And so I think like as people we can actually fish the shoreline, but you can, I'll show you once we come over here, we can select the fish and it sort of tells us how much food, I guess, is with them. So salmon has 250, I think the shore fish also originally have 250. I think the boats can potentially also carry more, and as you upgrade what age you're in, you can learn new technology so that you can carry more per boat, so then you can fish faster. And I think whales have the most, where'd he go? Have the most food on them as well. So I think it's more about how you just get the resources than anything. And as you upgrade and learn new technologies, like your people can carry more and everything just becomes more effective. Which means as you go through the ages, you get faster because everything costs more as well. Watch these guys cut in time. And we'll borrow him to build the storage pit out here so they don't have to walk so far. Oh, I'm really liking the harpsichord. So what is the aim for this stream? Is there an in-game goal? Not, I guess at this stage. I was definitely seeing it as a continuation stream, so the idea was to build a wonder by Thursday, we hope, and then that would be kind of like a nice finish to this. And it's really just, I guess, talking mental health, and I am trying to focus on mindfulness, which is definitely why we're taking the time to just take little moments in game as well as out of game, and yeah, just talk about mental health, raise awareness about Checkpoint as well. And yeah, I've sort of talked about my mental health journey as well on my channel in random other playthroughs, and definitely happy to answer questions about that, or if anyone wants to talk about that. Yeah, so I don't know, unless we can come up with a specific goal that we're hoping to achieve by the end of, I don't know, the next half hour-ish or whatever. Otherwise I'll be streaming all day and I'll miss out on Turtwig at Community Day. But yeah, I don't know, we can propose our own aims. But something I was doing last night as we upgrade our town centre and we enter the next stage, this was a moment that we took to breathe and sort of just check in, because we do have a bit of time as this happens. And for myself, like, mindfulness is something that I use a lot. It's definitely something that is useful for calming anxiety or helping for me manage my moods, being bipolar, and it's just a very helpful everyday technique that I do actually use every day, whether that's breathing or doing grounding or having a moment to just really focus on something so I have a little bit of clarity in how I'm feeling. Like if I start to feel rushed and out of place, it is something that I use. So I can do it now with even feeling the carpet under my feet. How does that texture feel? Is it rough? Is it soft? How does it feel against my toes compared to my heels or the arch of my foot? It's different, and being so focused on such a small thing brings me back to just a small bit of clarity. And that's just a small way that you can do it. It doesn't have to be a full meditation or anything like that. It's just a small little thing that you can do to help yourself if you do start to feel perhaps a little overwhelmed or anything like that. Or even just if you're not even feeling that way, it can just help being mindful in every day. There we go, we are upgraded. We've got everyone chopping. Is this our original guy? We'll get him to deliver. Maybe perhaps our in-goal stream for today can be revealing the whole map without using reveal map cheat. I think that's a pretty good goal for today. So I'm building the market so I can send some gold to our buddy so they don't stop being our buddy. But we also have to find some gold, so we're gonna have to flick a bug out of our face. And then I think we might actually have to build the barracks so we can build a stable. And then once we build the stable, we can get a scout horse, and then we can hopefully now build some scout ships as well for the ocean, and we'll uncover the map for today. Some farms. We don't have the stable, so I definitely do think we have to build some barracks, which looks like we're being violent, but let's just think of it as bodyguards because we got attacked by a lion out there. So do we want to do ocean exploration or do we want to do land exploration first? Because ocean does have the opportunity for whales and we can take a moment to see each of them. Land first? Brilliant. Alright, we will get a stable underway hopefully. Although I'm thinking we're burning through some wood first, so we might have to take a moment. I always love the barrack sound. Can we just enjoy this? Thank you. We might make some more people. so that we can have some more wood. Walking animation puts you in a mindfulness state, so land is a good go. Yeah, I think it's the heel to toe movement, I think. You can definitely see the way like their feet do that, which I think is good. And there's different speeds for how they are going as well. I think it's excellent. We'll keep making more. We need to build more houses. We'll stop this guy for a second and we'll build another house. We don't want to run out of room for everyone. We've got 8 people already. I quite like the building animation for mindfulness. We've got 2 hand movements, like both move back and forth, and I find the beat of it really good. How many people? We can have 12 people now. Oh my gosh, you totally just said evil target. Oh wait, is this the one you thought was evil Talia? I always thought he said evil target. We've discovered one sound effect. Just having a look around. We might have to get onto farm soon because I'm not sure we have many berries left to go. We've got one more builder and we can build the stables now. So we've nearly got our scouts. I think the slowness helps as well. I can understand that. I feel like frantic movements is definitely not something that you're going to find calming, and I feel like mindfulness is about bringing a little bit of inner peace. So if you're doing that, and even if you're paying attention to it, I feel like the movement itself, it's one going to increase your heart rate, which is not going to help bring you down a little bit. So I think definitely something sort of meditated in the idea that it is something you're thinking of rather than just thoughtless. And we are making our horse now, and this is my favorite character model in the entire game, and we're going to name him. Please give me suggestions, because I always went with something like Star. My dad had a horse called Trigger, which I loved. There he is. Aren't they cute? See, they've got little white butts, and they've also got socks, and I think this one has a blaze as well. Look at his little face. He's adorable. Alright, so let's go hopefully find some gold as well as we explore. But see, because he's a scout character, he has a huge range of no fog on the map, which is very useful for discovering things. Like the fact that we've got berries back here. So we might bring someone in to meet him and we can build the next granary there. What about a Greek themed name? Is that Trojan? Is he the Trojan horse? We're going to bring our builder over here and we're going to build a granary for when we run out of berries over on the other side. And we'll come back and we'll watch him walk here, which he's deciding to go the strange way, but okay. Pegasus? Oh wait, oh Trojan. I don't know now, so you've given us great names. We've got Pegasus versus Trojan. He got lost. And that's alright. If we want to put that into a mental health journey, theme. It's okay to feel like sometimes your journey hasn't arrived at your destination, because it's journey, it's each day. It's not that you get to the end or anything like that. It is day by day, which is okay to do it that way. You can also shorten Troge into Troge or Trodge. How would you say that? Troge? Sup, Troge. Really like taking the time to watch the building animations. He's a very cool horse. He is. He's got a white butt and I love it. I don't even know what type of horse is half white, but sure. There we go, there's our granary built, so he can get started over there. And we'll just continue exploring, revealing this map. We'll try to do it a little methodical. I'm getting the feeling like I just want to run up and down, but we'll see. We have found some gold. This is brilliant. Excellent. So we're going to make a guy and we're going to come over here and come over and get some gold so we can start sending it to our best buds, the Egyptians. Troge is doing such a good job helping us out in so many ways. So we've got to walk. Got to walk over here to the gold and we're going to watch him walk. We're going to take the time to take a walk with him. Exercise is something I can use mindfulness in as well. When I run or walk on the treadmill, I try and focus on the way that my feet hit the ground. And sometimes I even sort of count left, right, left, right, left, right, as well as while I'm doing it. Just really be aware of how my body moves, which really helps bring me back to what I'm doing instead of being allowing my mind to wander and perhaps get stressed by thinking of other things. Alright, here we're coming over to the gold. We're going to build a storage pit so we don't have to walk so far either. But we're going to start getting some gold and then sending it to our best buds. Let's get him going on some gold. And I guess we'll continue on a little bit with Troge, who has a fun little "we're going somewhere" noise. He's going to help us discover how big this forest is as he walks towards the end and fills in this little gap for me here. Okay, and then we'll go back around. If he can't go through those trees, that's okay. He goes at a trot. I don't know how much anyone in the chat knows about horses, but you can tell all of the horses' gaits go on different numbers. So walking is 1 foot at a time. So they go like left, right, back, right, left, back kind of thing. Trotting is in pairs, so they go, I think it's opposite sides at a time. Canter is 1 and 3, so they go 1 foot all 3. It's about how they lift their feet off the ground. And then gallop is all 4 touch the ground, then all 4 come off. Fun animal facts in this stream. I didn't know how much I knew about random things, but we're learning. See if we can get this corner over here. If we really rub our nose against the trees, it might help. There we go. Let's do some trees over here, see if we can get the last of the black spots. There we go. So we head around. Got this last little corner up here. And say hi to the elephants again, hang out with them while we're on horses. Now we can start heading back and try and cover in the center. Oh, there's a bit of a lake here. That's fun. I guess we'll go around the edge and see where it leads. Oh, we've got some more berries out here. So I might go check on our original farmers who are out of work. So we'll head them out to where Troj is and build us another granary out there. Where is he? Over here. Let's take the time to watch them walk. The fact that they're taking their baskets with them, good thinking. And the way the basket swings, it goes from horizontal to vertical and back, like they swing it on an angle. Really taking that time to notice all the small things. What kind of tool do they carry with them to help harvest fruit? I don't know. Oops, we don't want a storage pit, we want a granary. Oh, there's a lion there. Almost didn't see him. Hopefully everyone's going to be okay as they're out here. And now that we've got a little bit of gold, we're going to go to our diplomacy. And we're just going to send a little bit, just to keep them chill with us. I don't imagine they're going to turn and hate us, but it's better to just keep paying them to be friends. Oh, more lions. Need gazelles, I guess that makes sense. They probably need to hunt them. What do the runes/ruins do? Potentially capturing them all starts a victory for the game, so I'm a tad worried by revealing all the map. We're going to discover them all and start the countdown, but I guess that's what happens if it does. I just kind of really want to explore the map. All ruins have been captured. Oh, we have done it. Okay, we've triggered the ending of the game. So you know what, we're going to try actually reveal the whole map now. That is our goal. We're going to reveal the map in 2,000 years. We're going to have that done. And because we are going towards the end of the stream, I'm going to mention again that I do have a game to give away. It is Tiny Bubbles. And basically, if you're here at the end of the stream, I'm going to put your name in a hat and draw it out, and we will see who wins. Talia, if that's you, you get it. And I think it's a really great little mindful puzzle game, which is why I wanted to grab the key to be able to give away. Because I think having tiny little mindful games is really important. They are something that I use. Oh, so the lions don't attack the horse. That's nice to know. Or we're too fast, they don't even notice we're here. So we have set a campaign for winning this again. But you know what, that's okay. Things don't always go to plan. Maybe next time we'll stick to our own little patch and we'll work towards building a wonder instead of discovering things. Zoom, yes! We are too fast for lions when we're on a horse. And we're a little bit against the clock. Not that I can read the clock, but I'm guessing there's still a 1 in front of it at this stage. The clock is very, very, very blurry. We've got a fair amount of the island. We're doing pretty well. Hi, Mum. Welcome. We're just playing the game. We've accidentally set out a countdown to win. So we're now, our goal for the stream is to try and reveal the entirety of the map before our countdown runs out, which is a 2,000-year countdown. Look how advanced these guys are. Geez, they're probably regretting being allies with me. But we've had some donations today, which is amazing, and we had some donations yesterday, and I've had to level up my goal. And I just, yeah, really appreciate everyone for coming. We've been talking about mindfulness and how that is useful for helping your mental health, and as well as like whether you are someone who has an illness or not, and how games are something that can be done, like can be used to help with that too. Because games are something I definitely use for mindfulness. I tend towards ones, particularly when I'm focusing on mindfulness, that don't have combat, and that's why we're playing Age of Empires as allies, because definitely it is a game with combat. It is a game of conquest, and it is a game that has a lot of mechanics that need focus at all times, so we are taking it slow and doing one thing at a time, so that we're not sort of overwhelmed with what we do or would have to do if we were playing competitively. And yeah, just having a chill Sunday as we discover the whole island. Got a little black spot over here that we're going to have to get back to. Wondering if you could watch your friends build their civilization. I don't know, honestly. They're already very quite built up. Like, I think if we go back in, we can actually see their movements. They've actually upgraded so they have the wheel and things like that, so they move a lot faster. So we can actually see what they're doing. They've got axemen to guards, they've got farms, they have a government centre, that's their market here, they've got storage pits, granaries, archery range, and they've obviously gone a little bit, where'd they go? Up here. They've gone a little bit into government, they've got temples and that sort of thing as well. I don't know if they'd appreciate it too much if we just hung out in there and watched them the whole time and weren't a contributing member to their success, because I don't know how tenuous their relationship with us is, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Been out hunting. We can see the gazelles down here, unless it was a lion. Oh no, they are actually out hunting. chopping. They're very industrious. They've done a lot of the random trees instead of going into the forest, which is an interesting decision. Oh, they've got an archer. We did see they had a range. He's literally Robin Hood hanging out in the forest. That's now Nottingham. And Sherwood Forest. Oh wow, they got a trebuchet, or a... no, that's the catapult. They're full military. And here we are, just pacifist as anything. We only built the barracks so we could build a stable, so we could get a horse. The horse we called Troge. I think we have a very big lake in the center of our coastal map, which is not something I was expecting to find. Got another bit of a forest here. Try and cover this in. I think we're going to have to build a dock and explore this lake internally as well. Although we're down to about 1100 years, I can tell from the blur, so I'm not sure we're going to make it. We might get the whole inland bit, but I'm not sure if we'll get all the water. Oh, we've got another lion. We're gonna have to zoom past him. Maybe he won't even see us if we go the long way. Oh, we've got alligators too. It's wild out here. It's okay if we don't get the whole map uncovered? Yeah, absolutely. I think having a goal in mind is great, but appreciating the steps we've had along the way. The fact that we discovered lions are too slow for zoomy horses. Like that. As long as we keep running away from them. He's onto us now. Come on, go, go Troge. Go Troge, go. Zoom Troge, we're gonna lose him. That is a determined lion. Maybe he just wants to see the world. He's actually really into exploration. Someone get him! Protect us! We are running! We are running for our literal lives right now, but we are also doing some fast exploration. It's also a little about motivation here, I guess. We can learn a lot. I'm a little hurt that none of our allies are here protecting us, as this lion tries to hunt us down. But we keep trying to run, we try to run. Maybe we need to take him past one of the archers or something. Get them to help us there. Oh, we've got him! We have outrun the lion. Everything is okay. We just got some real fast exploring done, that's all. So we do know that we can outrun lions on a horse. It's just slightly stressful for a while. There's another one. Be careful. Take a wide berth. Maybe he won't get interested then. There we go. We've got just a few. Ah, more lions! Where are the tigers and bears? Oh my. Don't go too close. Not too close, Troge. Gotta watch out for them. Just got these last little bits. We've nearly done the whole inland area. Did I get that? That's a ruin. This one square, don't want to miss that. And now we've got to head up here. And we've got 700 years left. Oh, they got the lion now. Where were you when we needed you? Oh, they killed an elephant. That's a little sad. We've been looking after them. Look at the way their ears flaps. Let's just stop and watch them for a bit. Look, they come forward and back. His go forward and back, but this guy's isn't. He doesn't have an ear flap. He just has a rock. The fact that they've had actually different animations created is pretty cool. Or, excuse it turning into a dagger as I point, his ears are flapping, but we're on a different angle so we can't see it, which is pretty great. That they show both of them. And we can see the way his shadow changes here. It's really great detail. And remember, they're still on tiptoes. Because they're so gentle. I think this is our last bit of the inland map. So we'll cover this little bit here, which is another little lakey pond thing. There's that. We'll cover out here. And we'll rub our nose against the trees here. Because trees smell really good. I don't know if palm trees have a scent. I keep thinking of pine trees. Pine trees smell pretty good if you can go to one of those forests. Just rub our nose in this corner as well. We've almost got everything. I think we're going to be left disappointed. Oh, there's one square. Oh, we were so close. We were so close, everyone. But we have discovered our pretty big coastal island. Oh, we've got a little bit of black up here. Let's head up there as we run out our remaining 300-ish years. I guess as it winds down, we'll just sort of talk briefly again about Checkpoint, and I don't know, it's a great organisation that I really, really enjoy and I love, and the support that they have for the gaming community. They have their own Discord, as well as Patch Gaming having a Discord where you can connect with people and talk about games, or if you want to play games with people as well who want to talk mental health, or even if you don't want to but just know that there's that support there, is great. They have the coping companion deck, which is the deck of cards with different coping strategies, so you can pull one out and find something on there. I'm sure mindfulness is something that they have as part of it, or grounding exercises are really excellent. Even things like going and taking tea and sniffing it and really sort of being in the moment that you're taking part in is really good. Their AFK rooms at conventions, which is something that I use. They're just a really great organisation that I love, and the mental health awareness is something that I'm very passionate about, and so the two sort of go together because I love games as well. And yeah, thank you so much for coming to the stream and being a part of some mindful, slow Age of Empires. And yeah, for being here and talking mental health with me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your donations as well. I have had to extend my goal because of it, because of last night and today, which has been amazing. And yeah, thank you. It's been really fun. We're down to our last 100-ish years. Watch these guys carry meat really fast. There's the biggest slab of steak. It's like Fred Flintstone or something, like they've got a dinosaur. And we did so good. I can't believe we've mapped the entirety of the island. That is pretty great. So I don't have another stream tomorrow or anything. The next time I'm streaming is Wednesday and I will be continuing. I guess I'll start again. And we'll try not to win by discovering ruins and artifacts. We'll see if we can get that continuation and get to a wonder, which would be pretty awesome. And maybe even, I'm pretty sure there's a builder map mode. Perhaps we could do that. That might be something a little different. Instead of playing competitively, we could just, yeah, play mindfully and plant trees. That's always fun. So we want to watch the whale for the last few moments, the last 40 years. He should be popping up here. We'll do our whale watching. Can listen to the coastal sounds. And Talia, thank you so much for being a part of the chat. As thanks, I would love to give you the key to Tiny Bubbles because that's what I've got for the giveaway, and we are victorious. At least we got one more whale in. We'll go full screen for this. So as I close off, thank you so much for being a part of the stream, and I really enjoyed it, and talking mindfulness and mental health and games and Checkpoint has been really fun. So yeah, I hope you have a really lovely Sunday. I'm going to go outside now and play Pokemon Go, get some sun if it's there. I don't know, I haven't looked outside yet, and get some, you know, light exercise, a bit of fresh air, that sort of thing, which I can, you know, spend a little bit of time winding down from this because it is exciting doing this kind of thing. And yeah, I really appreciate you all coming. It's been a lot of fun. There are links in the description for Checkpoint if you want to look at them yourself. And yeah, thank you so much. I guess, yeah, signing off. Bye.